What are the top tips to manage your blood pressure? Let's talk about it. Your blood pressure is influenced by the health of your heart, how much inflammation is going on in your body, and the elasticity of your vessels. Your hypothalamus controls your blood pressure through the production of vasopressin and through the control of adrenal aldosterone. Normal blood pressure is under 130/80 millimeters of mercury. Anything above that is considered high. It's vital that you manage your blood pressure in order to avoid cardiovascular disease like heart attacks and strokes. Here's my top 8 tips to help you manage your blood pressure. Number 1, support your hypothalamus. Your hypothalamus is a critical blood pressure regulatory center. Both high and low blood pressure are a sign that the hypothalamus is dysregulated. Your hypothalamus controls your autonomic nervous system, activating the sympathetic nervous system when it perceives an internal or external threat. Because your hypothalamus is not protected by the blood-brain barrier, it receives information from the rest of your body and your environment. Your hypothalamus is particularly sensitive to serum electrolytes. Your hypothalamus controls the release of vasopressin when sodium levels are off and orchestrates the adrenal's production of aldosterone when potassium levels are off. Your clock genes reside in your hypothalamic neurons, which control your circadian rhythm and contribute significantly to blood pressure control. Supporting your hypothalamus nutraceutically helps maintain its optimal function to decrease inflammation and control sympathetic nervous system response that can help maintain a healthy blood pressure. Number 2, lose weight. As your weight increases, your blood pressure can increase, and being overweight can disrupt your sleeping because it disrupts your breathing, which will further increase your blood pressure. Weight loss is the most effective way to control your blood pressure. Even a small amount of weight loss, like 5% of your weight, can make a big difference in your blood pressure. The size of your waistline is really important. It's not just about the total pounds, it's about how many inches you're measuring around your waist. Men are at greater risk for metabolic syndrome and high blood pressure if their waist measurement is greater than 40 inches. And women are at greater risk if their waist measurement is greater than 35 inches. Number 3, exercise regularly. Being sedentary is as dangerous as smoking. Regular exercise lowers blood pressure by 5 to 8 millimeters of mercury. You must keep exercising to keep your blood pressure from rising again. And if you already have hypertension or high blood pressure, regular exercise can help bring it down. A good goal is at least 30 minutes of aerobic exercise every day. Now, aerobic exercise includes anything that elevates your heart rate, like swimming, cycling, running, rowing, jogging, dancing. Strength training can also help to reduce your blood pressure. Aim for at least 2 days a week. Number 4, eat a heart-healthy diet. A plant-based diet rich in whole grains, fruits, and vegetables with moderate unsaturated fats with an adequate amount of protein can help to lower your blood pressure by up to 11 millimeters of mercury. The dietary approaches to stop hypertension, or DASH, consists of a diet that is rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat dairy foods, includes meat, fish, poultry, nuts, and beans, and is limited in sugar-sweetened foods, beverages, and red meat, as well as added fats. You might also need to reduce your sodium in your diet. Some people are very salt sensitive, so if you notice that your blood pressure is high when you eat salty foods, you may have a sensitivity to salt. Limit your sodium intake to about 2,300 milligrams per day or less. If you have high blood pressure, we're looking at 1,500 milligrams per day. Read your food labels. Avoid processed foods and do not add salt. And if you cook your own food, you're better able to control how much salt is going into it. Number 5, drink alcohol and caffeine in moderation. Excessive amounts of alcohol can increase your blood pressure, but a moderate amount of alcohol, which is 1 drink for women and 2 drinks for men per day, can help lower blood pressure. Red wine particularly is good at helping to reduce inflammation and lower blood pressure. Coffee, tea, and dark chocolate in moderation have all been shown to reduce cardiovascular inflammation and help control blood pressure. Number 6 is quit smoking. Absolutely. If you smoke, you need to quit. Nicotine is a stimulant that raises blood pressure, and smoking anything can cause cardiopulmonary inflammation that can raise blood pressure as well. Stopping smoking lowers blood pressure, reduces your risk for heart disease, and improves your overall health and increases your longevity. Number 7, get a good night's sleep. If your sleep is poor quality, you will suffer from systemic inflammation. You need at least 7 to 9 hours of deep sleep with REM sleep to stay optimally healthy. During sleep, your hypothalamus directs your immune system to clean house, which decreases the inflammation in your body. Make sure your sleep space is restful and you're sleeping in the complete dark. Avoid being exposed to digital screens before going to bed, and avoid eating or drinking heavily before going to sleep. Make sure you're not taking naps during the day so you can sleep more deeply at night. If you have any questions regarding how to lower your blood pressure, why don't you join me in our hormone support group? You can get access by signing up for my free hormone reboot training. Number 8, learn stress reduction techniques. Stress increases your blood pressure by increasing adrenaline and cortisol. Over time, cortisol is incredibly inflammatory and can cause an increase in your blood pressure by increasing inflammatory cytokines in the cardiovascular system and causing inflammation of the blood vessels. Remember, your hypothalamus controls your stress responses through the HPA axis. Supporting your hypothalamus with Genesis Gold helps mitigate your stress response to maintain a healthy blood pressure. Checking your blood pressure regularly at home and getting regular checkups with your healthcare provider can really help you to understand what's going on with your blood pressure. It's important to understand what triggers your hypertension, what you eat and drink, how much sleep you get, how sedentary you are, how stressed you are. Some people have white coat syndrome. That means that they get a little nervous going into the doctor's office and their blood pressure raises a little bit. While mercury sphygmomanometers are the gold standard for measuring blood pressure, a digital cuff can work. Just be sure it's one that measures your upper arm and check it with your healthcare provider's cuff to be sure it's reading your blood pressure accurately. I'll see you in the next video.